One of the most common collections you will find in households are DVDs. But why? Why is it that people need to buy movies that they won't even watch more than once? Sure, I'm not opposed to people buying their favorite films on disc, but how many of those are actually in their collection? And how many of those just collect dust? So how many DVDs do you own?
Well, including box sets and multiple copies of the same DVD, I have probably like 300, a little bit over 300, 350. Okay, so here we have most of my DVDs. I do have some still at home in my hometown that I wasn't able to pack because it's kind of an inconvenience to pack them all up. But these are some of my favorites. And some of them I haven't unwrapped yet, but I haven't gotten around to watching them just yet, but I'm sure I will.
So are there any DVDs that you haven't even seen yet?
Yeah, there's a few. I mean, I buy a lot of DVDs when they're on sale. So lots of them I'll buy because I think that I'll like, or because I have some by the director already. And I have others that I have watched, but when I bought them, I didn't feel the need to watch them right away, so those are the ones that are still wrapped up.
So out of your collection, how many have you just seen once?
Lots, actually. So out of all of them, probably like half, actually, I've only seen once.
So, like, why don't you ever consider just renting?
Well, I actually used to rent movies lots, but I actually like having the collection, so I just like having my little library.
Guys in their cars, what's with that? How much did you buy your car for?
Bought about $5,800 2 years ago.
And do you know how much you spent on modifying your car?
Not really, no. I know it adds up, but I don't have a solid figure.
Why do you put so much money into it?
'Cause it's fun and yeah, it's a hobby.
So what are young teens and young adults spending their money on these days? It is a multi-million, even multi-billion dollar business. No, I'm not talking about girls buying sexy clothes to go out in. Nor am I talking about people going out to eat at restaurants every night. What I'm talking about is...
Goddamn, that's good weed. That is good weed. That is good weed.
Brass tacks.
Yes, yes.
Just got a shipment of the dopest dope I've ever smoked. Hands down, dopest dope I've ever smoked.
Give me as many names for weed as you can.
Blue carpet treatment, purple kush, that Barney, green, some of that blueberry, raspberry, some of that Belvedere, some of that sticky, icky. Ooh, wait.
I love weed.
I smoke weed every second of every day.
Hey, I am your stoner.
People are spending large portions of their paycheck on drugs and alcohol every week. Guys especially are dishing out hundreds of dollars at clubs to buy drinks. Sure, maybe people only buy lots of alcohol once in a while, but how about those weed smokers? So, how long have you been smoking weed for?
Probably about 4 years now.
4 years.
Yeah.
And,
Constantly, anyway.
And how often would you say you smoke it?
Anywhere from once to maybe 3 times a day.
And are you working right now?
Yeah.
Full-time or part-time?
Full-time.
Full-time. So how much of your paycheck do you spend on it?
I guess like would 60 be 10%?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And are you ever concerned about like how much you spend?
Not really, because it doesn't really affect it too much.
That's $60 in 2 weeks. Do you know how much that adds up to in a year? $1,440.
Like, I try not to spend like vast amounts of money on it, so I limit myself basically.
So if you're spending $60 on weed and you work, let's say, $10 an hour, that means you're working 6 hours just to pay it off.
Yeah, it used to be a lot worse.